everyone, welcome back to my channel. And of course, the second I hit record, the cat decides to meow. So if you hear her, she's right here. It's gonna be June reading goals TBR kind of setup thing. If you are looking behind me, that's my TBR. Majority of these books are unread, and that is because I have a problem with spicy brain and hyperfixation, and my brain for like the last 2 years has been very focused on fan fiction. Twilight fan fiction, Supernatural fan fiction, Harry Potter fan fiction. Just my brain won't cooperate. I've read a few books. I have nothing. My goal for this year is 50 books, and I think I've read 10, and we're halfway through the year. So yeah. So my goal for June is going to be to stay away from the fan fiction and work on the TBR. I've had this goal for a couple months and I keep giving in. Mostly because I've been really sick and I just don't want to hold the physical book when I'm sick. I just want my phone. And it's just easier with the fan fiction, with the phone. So there's that. But we're going to go ahead and get into this. We're going to go over some books. Like I said, if it's wiggling, my cat is rubbing against the tripod. Gemma. I've got everything on my shelves from middle grade, horror thriller, dark romance, fantasy, young adult fantasy, sci-fi, space operas, time travel, all kinds of stuff. Sports romance, cowboy romance. I've got a whole bunch of stuff. Wow. Okay, I don't know what that blur was. I do have, my phone is cracked a little bit, so it might mess up. I don't know. But yeah, that's what we're working with. I've got a little bit of everything going on here. The books I'm currently, like, working on are, that I hope to finish this week before the end of, like, Sunday, is, my first one is a buddy read that I'm doing with Bargain Counter Argument, which is Soft Marionette. I will make sure she is linked in the description. But we're reading Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulek. And it is a horror, thriller, mystery kind of deal. It's very good. She got it before I did, and then she showed it in a live show. And all she had to do was show one picture. Just one picture. And I was automatically like, I'm getting this book. I need to read it. And then when I mentioned I got it, she was like, oh, buddy read. So I saw this picture. And I was like, I need it. So basically, this girl's in recovery from an addiction. So that is a trigger for this book. She is in recovery from an addiction and becomes a babysitter for the summer for a little boy. And this little boy has an imaginary friend. And this imaginary friend teaches him to draw. So there's some very interesting pictures. I am on going on to chapter 11. We've done 2 days so far. We started on the 1st, so I've done yesterday's and today's reading. I wanted to get a little bit into it before I talked about it at all. I'm really enjoying this so far. Like the first couple chapters automatically just kind of yanked me in. I mostly read romance. I don't own a lot of horror. I have a couple of Stephen King books and Edgar Allan Poe. That's the extent of like my horror thriller kind of stuff. So, but I saw that picture and I was like, I've got to try this. So I grabbed it. It was on sale on Amazon. I wanted the hardcover copy because I wasn't sure if the paperback had the pictures. I'm pretty sure it does because that's like a essential part of this book is the pictures. So I'm pretty sure they all have the pictures. But I saw it on sale and I grabbed it and we started it 2 days ago and I'm in love with it. I really like doing paced buddy reads because it helps with the spicy brain working. Gives me an opportunity to read and interact with someone else with a book, but also I can pick whatever else I want to read through the day after I'm done with my goal. So that really helps. And I'm super, like, I want it to be tomorrow. I want to read more. This is so good. I'm really excited. I'm trying not to be spoilery but I'm gonna have a hard time expressing just all of the feels with these books without spoiling anything. So be warned. I will try not to be spoilery, but it's hard. I myself, I don't like when people spoil books for me, but some people don't mind it. And it's one of those, but I try to avoid it. But so far, I do recommend this, but we will see how I feel when we get to the end. That one will definitely be done this week. Another one I'm working on right now is one I've read before. I've read this many times. It's an anthology, so I've read all of the stories in this many times. The first two are my favorites. The second two are really good, but they're not my favorites. But the first two are really, really good, and I really, really like them. So this is Stroke of Midnight. It is a paranormal anthology by Sherilyn Kenyon, Amanda Ashley, L.A. Banks, and Laurie Hanlon. The two that I like are by, really love, are by Sherilyn Kenyon and Amanda Ashley. I really like their paranormal stories. That is Winterborn and Born of the Night. I finished Winterborn, which is a Panther Shifter romance story where she gets pulled from her time by and kidnapped basically because of a deal her tribe made with another group of Panther Shifters. They basically come and take women that are of a certain age right before they go into heat, and they take them and kidnap them to their time. Well, she escapes with the help of her sister that was taken before her, and she goes to hunt for someone who can help send her back to her family. At this point, she's in complete denial because of the deal they have with the tribe, they would just have to send her right back. But she goes and hunts this dude, and she can't find him, but ends up running into a group of brothers that are all Panther Shifters, and the second oldest, Dante, turns out to be her mate. So it gets really interesting. It's a little spicy. It's not like super detailed spicy, but it's there. It's not like, it's definitely not Fade to Black. There is a little bit of detail, but it's good. But I kind of wish it was longer because it's a really good story. But it's perfect. It's good the way it is. You can enjoy it that way. Born of the Night is a kind of werewolf kind of shifter book. The guy's family is cursed to become a beast, basically a wolf. They shift into a wolf. And the guy's dad gets killed by the main character's father. So Shannara is the girl, and Reese is the guy. He's the cursed one. And of course the air conditioner kicks on. Give me 1 minute. I don't remember where I left off here. So, Shannara is the daughter of a lord, and his name is spelled Reyes. I say Rees in my head, but it could be Rees. I don't know. But he's cursed, and she becomes his captive because they do a raiding party, and they slaughter everyone and take her captive because he wants to use her as a ransom to get her dad to come to his keep to surrender himself for her life because her dad killed his dad. And because of the curse, it's another one of those mated pairs kind of situations. If he falls for her and they sleep together, he mates for life. So that's that kind of situation. It's another really good one that's a little heart-wrenching, but still it gives you the feels. It gives you the tingles. I really love it. There is definitely a little bit of jealousy going on in there with another one of the characters. So it's interesting. It's a little interesting. I'm really struggling with fantasy right now. I'm not real heavy into like this kind of fantasy. Shifter paranormal stuff I'm good with right now. I can read it easy peasy. Stuff like this, Fourth Wing, I'm struggling with. And it's not because the book's not good. It's not because I don't love the story, because I really, really love the story. I'm just not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to read fantasy at all right now. But I'm so close to being done. So close. So I've got the audiobook and a 30-day Audible subscription and stuff. So I'm gonna finish the audiobook, finish just using the audiobook whenever I can, and get that done. Just so I don't have to deal with this hanging over my head anymore. I own all 3 books. But I'm not in the mood right now. That's another problem I have. If I buy a book in a series, I have to buy the whole series. I haven't even finished this one, and I bought the other 2 books. So, yeah, I like this, the Boys of Tommen. Haven't read any of them, but I bought the whole series. Elsie Silver. Haven't read any of her books, but I bought them all because it's how my brain works. I started ACOTAR. I've read up to about like halfway through book 3. Had to have the whole thing. Same thing with this. I got the box sets. These were a gift. I didn't pay for these myself. My husband got these for me. But like, I haven't read any of the Throne of Glass. I haven't read The House of Earth and Blood. Like the stuff. I haven't read those. Basically, if it's on my shelf, assume I haven't read it unless I've specifically stated I read it. Yeah, that's about where we are right now. A lot of them I have read, but it was a long time ago, so I should probably reread them. But yeah, what was I saying? Spicy brain go boo. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this up hopefully this week and get this off my list so I don't have to stress about it anymore. I love this bookmark. I got it off of TikTok Shop. It says violent little thing. I am very fond of metal bookmarks with the chains. I adore them. I have 2 or 3 of them and I really like them. So I've got that going. I do have a couple of other books started, but I'm not going to hyper focus on them for the week. It is Sia. I'm about 43% done or so with this one. This is a dark mafia age gap best friend's dad romance kind of thing that's loosely based off of Anastasia. It's by Enid O'Neill, and I absolutely adore the story so far, so I'm looking forward to reading this. I'll probably do that one for week 2. If I finish the ones I'm currently reading, I'll pick that up. But and then I started Flawless by Elsie Silver, and again, I'm really enjoying this one, but I want to finish the other things, my buddy read and the anthology and stuff. If I get in a mood where I really want to read this, I'll pick it up. But that's my goals right now. Those are the ones I've started. I also have, where is it? Right there. Nope. Over. How do I do this? Like, right there. For Whom the Bell Tolls by J.C. Lynn. It's the book she wrote based off of her TikTok series, The Hell's Bells. And it's really interesting and I really love it. And I've already read it this year, but I needed like a safe comfort read. And I have Audible this month, so I grabbed the Audible book for that. That was my free book for the month, so I could listen to it. I have the physical copy, but I heard a clip of the audiobook and I was just like, now I need to listen to it. I've read it, now I need to listen to it. So I got that. My brain go burr. So I don't think I've done a tour of these shelves since I moved them. They used to be in my bedroom, and then I moved them out into the living room because there's more space and I can sit out here easier to do videos and stuff, whereas my room was really cramped and I couldn't really get the chair in there. So everything's a little bit different than it was in my bedroom. But that's my shelves. I don't have IKEA shelves. I have the Target shelves, the $40 Target shelves. And then I had an old white bookshelf that was broken that we used the old shelves previously from, and we cut them down to fit this. So each of these shelves is 6 shelves tall, plus it has the top, which has some stuff on it. I can show you without it being too messy. There's a little bit of stuff up there. And then there's the spot I made for my cats on top with the pillows. But yeah, that's a little uneven there. That's the shelves I'm working with. If you guys would like an updated show of that, let me know, because I've done it a couple times and I have new books, but not a ton. But the arrangements have changed and the decor has changed. I also do some more stuff that might be making, sorry, it's irritating me. Some more stuff that might be making an appearance during the month is Sock, the beautiful person that I am doing the buddy read with, sent me a big package of books. If you were part of the live, then you know it was an interesting package. One of them came unwrapped, and it was this one. She and her mother read this, and then she was kind enough to pass it on to me so I could try a Abby Jimenez book. So I'm looking forward to reading this, but this one came unwrapped because it would be obvious kind of what that one was. And then the rest of them came like this. They're all wrapped. There's a whole box of them. They're all wrapped, and if they have BR written on them, they are potential buddy reads. So I have no idea what they are. So we might do a number system. I might write numbers on them and then put all the numbers in a jar and draw one out and see that. But we will see how that goes after we finish the current buddy read. And then we had another one we were going to do, didn't we? Lights Out by Navessa Allen. We were going to do that one. I don't know if she's already read it or not. I know I haven't, but yeah. That's what we're working with. That's what we're going for. I really need to do a TBR count of the actual books that I haven't read, because like Harry Potter, I've read up through partially through book 3 of ACOTAR, but not Throne of Glass. I've read Assistant to the Villain, but not Apprentice to the Villain. Haven't touched any of those. I've read all of my Tamara Pierce books. I've read The Hunger Games. I've read the Percy Jackson books. I've read a bunch of these Hannah Howell ones a long time ago. I've obviously read Twilight. I read the first book. I've read A Touch of Darkness. I've read Love Linked, but it's just I have read a lot of them. Just there's more unread books than read books on my shelves, which is a good problem to have. But at the same time, I need to read through them. That way, I know which ones I truly love, so I can pass on and give the books to someone else who would enjoy them if I don't truly love them. I don't want shelves full of nonsense that I don't actually love. Like there's where is it? Lynn Kurland is one of my favorite writers. She wrote one of my favorite books, Much Ado in the Moonlight, which is a paranormal ghost time travel romance. I tried reading another one of her books with Sock, A Dance Through Time. And the guy in this book just gave me the ick. No. So, I got that far, like, got that far in, and I put it down. That's why it has this pink tab. That's to tell me, nope, unless I get in the mood and I can feel like I can deal with that ick to finish it, I'm not touching it, and if it gets to that point, I will pass this book on to someone else, because I cannot remember the last time I DNF'd a book, and I DNF'd this. I don't want to finish it. The guy just gave me the heebie-jeebies. I did not like it. So, yeah, there's books like that I would happily give to someone else. It's like, I don't want it. get it off my shelf. But that's what I'm working with. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am looking for advice on how to do this because I've said this before in videos, I'm not used to this and it makes me really nervous. And I want to know what you guys want to see, but I also want to do it in a way that makes it fun for me. So we will try to work that out. Let me know what you guys think. If you have book recommendations, I would love them. I love romance books. Not real into fantasy right now. I'm kind of like in a shifter mood and a dark romance mood more so right now. Which is another reason why the thriller's really working for me. There's no romance to that really. But it's one of those dark moods. I'm in kind of like a dark mood right now. So if you have a recommendation, go ahead and leave it below. If you guys would like any of my recommendations, I can absolutely give you some. Just leave me a comment with your question or what you want to know, and I will get back to you. What is it? I am going to be trying to do lives. Not real sure how that's going to work out. I do better when I'm watching someone else's live and I just participate in their live, but I do TikTok. I do TikTok lives occasionally. Oh, my brain go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and that you find all the best books that you ever want to read.